Howdy. Howdy. How y'all doing? I'm Ross. Amateur radio call sign KG4NWE. Today, I wanted to show a little bit about downloading images from NOAA satellites. Now, what I'm talking about is not going online and downloading images from a NOAA satellite. What I'm talking about is using a little antenna, a directional antenna in this case, and downloading the image from the satellite directly. Okay, basically how this works is I'm gonna put you on my screen here, okay? Right there. Is that the right way to do it? No, that's you. Okay, hold on. There you go. Uh-oh, you're not supposed to see that. That's my secret. All right, so basically, this piece of software right here that you're looking at is called Orbitron. And it's just a satellite prediction software. One second. It's just a satellite prediction software. And what it's going to do is it's going to why is that not? Okay, there we go. What it's going to do, it's going to make a prediction based on satellite data, Keplers, if you will. And if you look right here, NOAA 18 is going to come right over us in about 7 minutes. So we're going to have to make this quick. All right. This piece of software right here is called Weather to Image, WXTOIMG. And the way you get this, and really this is all you need. You need that piece of software here and a camera. I mean, not a camera. That's a camera. You need that piece of software, WXTOIMG. Just do a Google search for it, and you'll find it right here. Weather to Image, WXTOIMG restore.xyz. Okay, this is a piece of software that was created by a guy, and he just disappeared. Nobody knows where he went, what happened to him. The update stopped, and then the support stopped, and then the website stopped. But luckily, some intelligent people put it together so that they could have, what am I trying to say? They put it together so that you could download this piece of software from this new website, and it's right here. This little piece of thing right here is the upgrade key that you'll need to get the full access. It'll work without that, but basically, real quick, like, we're going to go to Weather to Image version 2.11.2 beta over here on the side. Click download. All right, it's going to take you to this page. You got Windows, Mac, Linux, Raspberry Pis, you know, whatever. And that's the simplest form. It's going to download. You're going to set it up. All right. When you go to set it up, this is what's going to come up. It's going to pop up like this. You put in your city, your country, your longitude and latitude, and your altitude in meters. Okay. That's important. And then you'll need to go to options. If it doesn't come up already, recording options. No, that's not it. Oh yeah, recording options. And then you're going to select your sound card. You're going to maybe, if you're just using a scanner and you're going to hold the scanner up to the microphone, then you'll choose microphone, right? Or, you know, whatever. I'm using a piece of software called Cable Output Virtual Audio Cable. What it does is it's taking my SDR program and it's basically routing that straight to the other program. So that's virtual audio cable, and I'll make a video about that at a later date. And that's basically it. File, you go to File and then Update Keplers. That's going to update down here at the bottom. See it? It's going to update all the satellite information. And then you're going to go to your satellite pass list. This is going to tell you NOAA 18. It gives you some directions. It's going to be southbound. And they always go from north to south. They might go north around this way. They might go from north to south around this way. They might go from south to north, but they're polar to polar every time, one way or the other. It says 10:36. Right now it is 10:33, so we got 3 minutes. Okay. All right, so we got 3 minutes. Good deal. I can close this. And you can see the others. There's several a day. NOAA 18 is the best, in my opinion. NOAA 19 works. NOAA 15 works. But there's basically 3 NOAA satellites that this program supports. And you can see there's 10 o'clock, 6 o'clock this afternoon, 7:30, 9, 6:30 a.m., 7:48, 9:27, 10:24. The satellites go about 14,000 miles an hour, and they can go around the world in about an hour and a half. So just keep that in mind, just kind of information. If you go to File, Record, right here, you can hit Manual Test. And if you look at the bottom of your screen, let me turn on my, hold on. I always mess things up here. All right, this is basically my radio. It's an SDR, software-defined radio, so it runs on the computer. It's right here. So there's that. Uh-oh. All right, so you can see here the volume at the bottom. So what I'll need to do is I'll need to adjust my volume on the virtual audio cable so that we'll get, I might not be able to do it here. Got to get the right one, do the right thing. So I'm gonna adjust my volume, and that's gonna work. It needs to be green. That'll work a lot better. But for what we're doing, I'm using some of my audio for the video. So we go to stop. That was our test. So you go to record, create image, create movie, create composite images, and then you hit auto record. And it is going to auto record. Here's the frequency you need to be on, 137.9125. Now what we're going to do, let me look at this real quick. Make sure you guys can hear what's going on. Cool. Nothing yet. FM 3800K wide. You should see that signal right there. And you see the audio is 42 here. It's in the green now, so we're good on that also. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my little antenna and I'm gonna point it north. Do you see here? You can see that satellite data coming through, and this software I can track that signal. All right, so it's recording right now. All right, what you could do this with a scanner. Right now the elevation is 13 and the azimuth is 9. It tells you this information here. You can do this with a scanner. It'd be the same. You would set your audio. You go to options, set your recording options for the audio source that you're going to be using. Okay. You're going to set the audio for the source that you're going to be using. And kind of noisy. Anyway, if you're using a scanner or something, you would set your audio for the source that you're going to be using. You can use your microphone or whatever. You can use a rubber ducky antenna, but it's not going to work as well. It does work. The thing here is to have the antenna, if the satellite's over there, you need the antenna like this, so that the antenna is broadside to the satellite. I have a tiny mobile antenna that I use, and I actually bend it in a shape like a banana shape, sort of, or an upside down L, and it's sort of directional. So if I point the car towards the satellite, it works. You have to experiment. One thing you can do is put your scanner on the frequency that it says to put it on, like here at the bottom, or in the prediction software it tells you. So put your scanner or your handheld or your radio or whatever on that frequency, 137.9125, and just give a listen and see. Getting a good picture now. The satellite is at 30 degrees elevation, still pretty much north. Is that too loud? That's what it sounds like. Yeah, I know you don't want to hear all that. This software is SDR Uno. The device is an SDR Play. It's just kind of a ham radio guy's toy box. The SDR Play, you can Google that if you want one. They're about $100, but if you're wanting to listen to shortwave, HF radio, VHF, it basically goes from 60 hertz electricity all the way to daylight frequency. No, not really. It goes to about 100 kilohertz, which would be 0.0001, way down there in the megahertz, and way low, below the AM spectrum, where you listen to broadcast radio. And then it goes up to about 1.2 gigahertz, or 1500 megahertz, somewhere around in there. 1.5, 1500 megahertz. Yeah, I'm getting confused. I'm trying to hold this antenna steady. So the satellite's up here now, 58 degrees elevation, 349 on the azimuth. So it looks like it's going to actually go this way, just a tad. This software's got an S meter right here. It tells me the signal. So if I point it that way, see it goes down. That's why I like it. You don't have to have a $100 SDR device in order to do this. Like I said, you can use your scanner. The width of the signal is not going to be as good. It's not going to work as good, but you can do it. Also, you can, for $20 or so, you can get what's known as a SDR device. It's a rtl-sdr. I'll show you that real quick while we're waiting on this. So just go here and search for rtl-sdr, and you'll find them all over the place, Amazon and everywhere else. rtl-sdr. There you go. See that thing? 21 bucks. Here's a hack RF for 315. I didn't really need it that bad. I really didn't need it. I didn't really need it that bad. You know what I mean? I wanted a good one. I didn't want a $400 good one. But yeah, there's rtl-sdr. When you're looking at these things, I would say that one's perfectly fine. They'll take you to Amazon. Wait a minute, where are we at? Signal's coming in good, isn't it? Look at that. All right. So here it is, 20 bucks. And there's many different ones. Here's a NOAA. It comes with some stuff, $23. I don't think these are as good. And I just know that I know that this one is good. So you can get this guy right here. And it does 500 kilohertz to 1.7 gigahertz. And you can look it up to 3 megahertz at a time on your screen. It uses a different software that uses cubic. There's other different software, and all that information will come with it. A really good antenna is an MFJ 1722. MFJ 1722. This guy right here, I have one of these. It's got a tiny little piece of coax. I've gotten off the satellite. Okay, there we go. It's got a tiny little piece of coax that goes with it, like RG195, I believe it is, or something. And it's got a little SMA connector like this one on it. You can actually plug that into your VHF, UHF handheld, stick it on your car if ever you need to. But that guy right there is a good antenna, and this is the one I have on my vehicle just for this. So I bent it in sort of a shape like this. All right, let's go back to this. Look at that, azimuth. Elevation is 30 degrees, 204. So there you have it. That way's north, so 204 is this way ish. Oh, cool. Getting a pretty good picture. So this is raw data. So this satellite is flying over. It's shining the camera down on Earth, and it's sending that image, just beaming it directly through radio frequency in the 137 megahertz range. I'm gonna have to. There we go. So yeah, this is what's going on. We're about 84% complete here. Bear with me. This won't take much longer, and you'll like it. I'm gonna look at this recording software here real quick. Not trying to give myself away or anything. So all this time, I see that y'all have not been looking at my head, which is fine with me. Nobody really wants to see my face anyway. Cool beans. Yeah, I just got that software. I'm learning to use it. So hopefully I'll make some more videos, and things will come up better. They'll come out better. This one, I actually got a notification on my phone. I have an app called Satellite Tracker or something like that. My phone's in the house, but got an app called Satellite Tracker app, and I punched in NOAA and NOAA 15, NOAA 17, and NOAA 18. And I was like, oh wow, it's coming over in about 20 minutes. So I grabbed the computer and hooked everything up. And this is super complicated the way I do it, just because I like doing it super complicated kind of ways. But literally, you can take your scanner or your mobile radio, if you can program it, or a handheld if you can program it. All you're doing is receiving. You do not have to be an amateur radio operator to do this. All you're doing is receiving a signal and turning it into a picture. So all you really need is a way to receive the signal and WX2 image software. All right, it's done. Right here, let's cut that off because that's going to get annoying. See right here, it's building a map, and then it'll render the images. It'll take a while to render those images very good. While that's doing, I want to show you this software. It's got different modes. All right, watch this. Well, that didn't work out, did it? That didn't work out at all. rtl-sdr will do a lot of cool things, and so you can do a lot of things from receiving any kind of you guys know what that is, right? So that's that. If you're interested in that kind of thing. All right, check this out. Look, this is what we just downloaded. This camera is a Logitech $19.99 camera. I mean $19.99 camera. Okay, check this out. This is what we downloaded after it's rendered. Actually, here's a raw image. All right, there you go. Here's the raw image that we actually downloaded and decoded. Okay. And it rendered it in different ways. This way it kind of put it back together. This one did a little bit of filtering. This one got the IR and put that data overlaid. And there you see clouds and stuff. You can see the IR data. It's something similar, maybe a little different. But look here, look, see how this is doing here? Now, if there were a hurricane and you're on the coast, and that hurricane comes through and just blasts everything, there's no cell phone towers left, no power, none of this stuff, and hopefully you would be situated so that you would have your power organized, okay, and worked out. So all you need to do is you would know right here, okay, let's say pretending there's a hurricane right here, okay, you'd know where it's at. Nobody else does because the TV tower's not working. I mean, infrastructure is completely wiped out. So now you know what's going on. Here's a composite of the same image. This is more or less as it actually is. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And I can see that it's cloudy here. on my little plus sign, which it is. I'd say it's definitely cloudy. I would say it is definitely cloudy. Okay, I don't want to make this video too long, but here in Enhancements, there's a couple of really cool ones. Here's thermal. Wait a minute. I got to go to raw images. Select that raw image first. There you go. That's thermal. All right, so what this is, what you are looking at here is, let me get that out of the way. Thermal. Okay, here's where I am. You can see here, it's hot-ish. Here it's a little cooler. Here it's really cool. Okay, so if there's an ice coming through here, you're gonna know it. Obviously, this is not ice, but you can see that that storm is cold. You know, up there. You know, you have to use your own judgment. I mean, that's what the satellite recorded, and I decoded. I mean, we got it, we received it, we're looking at it, but you have to basically do your own research to understand what you're looking at. That's important. So we're creating a false color image. I don't really know what that is, but it's sure is taking a long time to do it. All right, let's stop that. Enhancements. Wow. Okay. Well, hold on. So, what we looked at? What? Yeah. This video, I may do another one, more organized. But this actually, literally, I was talking with somebody and yesterday, and I sent them a picture of some stuff I downloaded, and they're like, "Wow, that was cool." Sergeant Herring, and and Bryant also. So I decided maybe it's simple, people go, wow, that's awesome. I'll never be able to do anything like that. But the truth of the matter is you can. It's really actually easy. You're just using a radio, scanner, whatever, receive the signal, download this free software, and, learn to use it. It's not hard. It's not hard at all. You can actually, and I've done this, take your handheld radio and your phone, record the audio, get back home here, do a manual test, and play it to your computer microphone, and that also works. There you go. It loaded up. So let's do this. Let's do this. It took so long to render that. Is that it? Are we on there now? All right, cool. Enhancements. There's also ice, vegetation. Some of them won't work. If the data's not right, some satellites have some things, some satellites don't. If the data wasn't received correctly, if it's corrupt or whatever, hey, all this is free. So here's the one with precipitation, which is basically my favorite. This one and the thermal are the two that I look at. And so, I mean, you don't have to be a meteorologist. You don't have to be a scientist. You're just receiving a signal, and you're just receiving a signal and letting the program do the work. Okay, down here on the bottom, see that red 7:15? 7 hours and 15 minutes is the next one. Satellite pass list at 6:12 my local time. 10:12 UTC. For 11 minutes, 43 seconds, it's going to go like this. Looks like it's going to be northbound. All right. And this is the frequency, 137-100. That's NOAA 19. So there you go. I hope that you understood my babbling, and that you can look and see what happened here, because I'm not very good at explaining it at the last minute. I'll write a list out and maybe do an official video and explain the whole program and different ways to get the audio either from an SDR or an rtl-sdr dongle or scanner. We'll try that too on a video maybe, but this is just a, hey, look at this, this is cool, you can do it too. That's all this video really is. But anyways, you guys are awesome. Peace.